Hello, this is Ron Crumbaker with My IT Forum.
That's good.
Today we are talking more about sponsors and how we can make an impact within the community. Today I have Dwain Knnghorn with us, and he's going to introduce himself, and we got a couple questions for them. Thank you.
And thanks for taking the time here. My background is I worked with SMS version 1.0 way back in the day. I was actually back on the team back in, I believe, '91. Did some add-on products after I left Microsoft as a Chief Technology Officer at Altiris, and then Symantec, and now work with a firm called SageCreek Partners, where we help some of the sponsors of this event here for the My IT Forum show, or the party tonight.
Awesome. Dwain, you have a long history with MMS. For our audience, could you perhaps give us a brief walk down through memory lane and hit the high notes for the past conferences?
So way back in the day, right? I think it was 1998 was the first event we hosted in Southern California. Probably my most memorable event was in 2000. We hosted the event at the Flamingo Hilton. It was Computing Edge at that time that hosted the SMS user conference. And I remember having to have a hand cart of all the collateral and boxes and things through the back doors of the Flamingo Hilton here in Las Vegas. So we loaded it in the truck, hand trucks onto the floor, and things are a lot easier now.
Nice. I noticed that you're part of the Viewfinity Advisory Council. Can you tell us a little bit more how you will be directly involved with Viewfinity's strategy and growth?
Right, so Viewfinity is one of the sponsors of the event this evening, and Viewfinity provides privilege management, cloud-delivered management capabilities, as well as some migration tools. And what we do is we help them from a business strategy, from a go-to-market perspective, help them with technical alliances. So for example, looking on the System Center platform, how can Viewfinity offer some value with the System Center alliances, how to work with system integrators that focus on this community. So that's our role at SageCreek, and my role specifically at SageCreek to help Viewfinity on routes to market, business development, and looking at additive technologies like how they can take their features and functions and add it to config manager.
Where do you see the market for cloud-delivered systems management in the next 6 months?
So cloud computing, everybody talks about it, right? The value for systems management, I believe, is just like so many of the other solutions, which is it's really hard to maintain the servers. And so to the degree that you can have people that specialize and you can rely on a cloud-delivered service for this server, you can just subscribe and receive the value. So if I can do my patching, if I can do software delivery, if I can do elements related to migrations and security analysis and get that delivered from the cloud and not have to deploy the server locally, and that's a value for a particular market segment. So Viewfinity is really trying to look for opportunities. How can you do System Center, add value to System Center, and we're complementing it with things that are delivered from a cloud perspective.
Awesome. You've authored a paper called Considerations for Using Cloud-Based PC Lifecycle Management Suites. Would you please discuss the top reasons for why this enterprise should be considering this approach?
Right, so as I mentioned, it comes down to cost, right? How can you deliver the capabilities, how can you deliver a secure, well-managed endpoint for a simpler cost, or for a less expensive price point? And that is the objective that we outlined in the paper. There are cases where you can take the features and functions of the server, right? Let your pipe to the cloud give you the across the wire management. As you do that, you can specialize and have greater scalability in the cloud, as opposed to, particularly for the smaller organizations, having to bring all that infrastructure and the training and things on site. So just like Salesforce, or just like other cloud delivered solutions, that's what the paper discusses, is the cost benefits of having a hosted offering.
Awesome. Well, this is Ron Crumbaker with My IT Forum, and thank you very much.
Great.